you are a beautiful boy. He's like, I know it. Guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so red. Do you want to know why I'm so red? Because it's like an actual sauna. It's like an actual sauna in here, and I'm boiling, and it's like such a small space, and I'm getting all overheated. Yeah, I could just take this off, but I really don't like this underneath. It doesn't matter. I wanted it to match my nails, alright, because I got my nails. There we go. Ooh, ooh, that one. Ooh, polka dot. Pink polka dot. I never normally go for anything like this, but I thought, you know what, I might just do it. So today I noticed this because I actually covered AARYN Williams the other day, and I was having a little look on a subreddit, and I noticed that there's been a lot of tinkering, a lot of, you know how like subreddits and gossip bakeries and all the different gossip threads, they can't be 100% genuine, and you can't always trust what you're looking at. And I can't help but notice, and I did notice this, and it's just a food for thought, it's a general discussion point on, should you believe every single thing that you're reading? Should commentary channels and this and that, you know, look to these kind of sources? Did notice, right, was when I was having a little look on the Reddit thread, there was this whole hubbub about like AARYN and her husband, and supposedly there was like bearing in mind Reddit is anonymous, yeah, Reddit is fully anonymous, and when I was discussing her bag, I did come across all this different stuff, and I literally took one look at it and I went, you can't take this stuff as genuine. Basically what happened was there was this person on the Reddit thread that was claiming that she is like an exotic dancer, let's just put it a bit like that, who has been involved with AARYN's husband. Anyway, and people were being like, really, and just fully going off of it. Now, whether or not this person was telling the truth or not, or whatever, you're never gonna know, because you haven't got like legitimate proof. Like, there isn't like legitimate proof, you're just going off of what you're reading. There's no pictures, there's no it's just nothing. And the thing is that the AARYN Williams sub, as well as quite a lot of other ones, are extremely like hot-headed, and I mean this in the nicest possible way. You have some subreddits, like some of the Dockety Dozen ones are exactly the same as well, who just really do not like these people and will just say anything or whatever. The way some of these subs work, and it isn't beyond the realm of possibility that someone would make up this kind of stuff just to like put a bit of drama in. If you think about it, it's anonymous, it's Reddit, like you can literally say whatever you want, and if you are talking to a group of people that already do not like the people that you're talking about, you could literally say whatever, and you could try and match details. And anyway, it's like I read it on Reddit, and I was thinking, I was like, oh, this is just silly, like this is silly. Some people that really don't like her, or like Alicia, or any of the other people, will say things and then make everyone believe it because they're like, oh yeah, so totally. Like the whole topic thing that's been going on with the Dockety Dozen at the minute. Once again, how do you know what people are saying is true? You don't know, because you're only hearing one side of the story and not having like hard-hitting evidence, if you get what I mean. This is where it ties in. YouTuber Headlines basically made a video quite recently, and I watched quite a lot of her videos. She was one of the very first like commentary channels that mummy commentary channels that I ever came across. I actually came across her before I even came across the DCP. So, because she would cover quite a lot of the mums that I used to watch. So I've always sort of, not all of her videos, but I watched quite a few of them. She did a video where, and I don't even know if I can find the thumbnail for it or whatever, because it's been removed, but she basically did a video where like she was basically citing what this Reddit person said, and what this Reddit person was doing was basically trying to put an axe in the marriage by being like, oh yeah, he's frequented this club and we have done stuff and but once again, there's nothing to back this up at all. They're naming locations where they are. It's like, if you've been following them for long enough, you could probably do it. And I'm just thinking, oh no, instantly. And I was reading some of the comments, and then you instantly have people who are believing it. And all of this went off. All of this just went off of a Reddit post, of a Reddit comment that is completely unverified. You don't even know if it's real. And the thing is, right, and I'm not meaning this as like an attack on YouTuber Headlines, that's not it. But because of this incident happening, because of the fact that now AARYN, I'll finish my point. Basically, AARYN posted this story, I think it was last night or something, and she was basically saying, don't believe it, da 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 da. She must have made YouTuber Headlines take down the video, so the video's gone, the short's gone, and also all of the posts from the secret Redditor are now gone as well.
So AARYN's post said the rumour queen conveniently deleted all of her posts. It doesn't really matter to a digital private investigator, but maybe an apology is in order, and let YouTuber Headlines know you made the entire thing up. I fully intend to see this one through. Now, AARYN has recently been threatening that she's going to hire investigators to go after online trolls. I covered that in my last video. What she's basically saying here is she's saying that the rumour queen, i.e. the person who made up all the stuff on Reddit, has taken down all of her stuff, and that she needs to issue an apology to YouTuber Headlines. Now, the thing is that I don't know if YouTuber Headlines was actually in contact with this Reddit person. I wouldn't have thought so. At the end of the day, everyone should be in charge of their own content, and everyone should be looking and assessing if something has any legs or not. And the thing is that obviously it wasn't just to do with this Reddit post. There was other things as well, like their Valentine's Q&A and renewing their vows. There's those little things, but once again, nothing like concrete hard evidence. But it was mostly revolving around this Reddit post. She also answered a question as well by basically saying, LOL, well, you have to remember I've been reading false things about myself on the internet for 11 years. I knew when we made the Valentine's Day Q&A there would be opinions, but I take blatant lies said in detail very seriously. Public figure or not, you cannot make things up and spread lies about someone with no consequence. It is not the same. And I don't particularly like the way AARYN kind of presents herself online. A lot of the stuff that she's done, I've been critical of it. But it's kind of my point. I think that there definitely does come a point where you've got to make sure that you've got more than just an anonymous Reddit source. And she is citing the whole Valentine's Day thing as well. The Valentine's Day thing did not look very good. But once again, it's not enough to jump to conclusions by any stretch of the imagination.
Me and YouTuber Headlines, we cover different kind of topics. She covers much more drama within the mummy community, and I cover more families. And some drama, I do cover some drama within the mummy channel, sure, but mostly people that I have always watched and I find them funny, like Love Meg, and sometimes AARYN, I don't know, Brianna K sometimes, I don't know, I just sort of drift in between, but she's much more solely focused on the drama in between that. And I think this is just a thing for all commentary channels, especially after my realisation that, we shouldn't just be taking every single thing and running with it. When I was covering the Doherty Dozen, I was like, whoa, step back. And this has sort of reminded me of that, in the fact that I think it's quite dangerous to be taking things which aren't fully solid proof from forums or anything like that without any form of evidence to back it up, and then telling a large audience hey, this, even if you're saying this could be what is happening, that could literally be not even slightly relevant to their lives whatsoever. It's just because one maybe slightly eccentric person decided to post an anonymous thing making up stories, and whether it is true or if it's not.
You guys don't even get it. Honestly, I was just about to finalize this video, and then all of a sudden this was posted on the Reddit thread. AARYN, I don't know if she's blocked me. I don't even know what's happened. I think I've probably been blocked, but I think this comes from her actual Instagram. Apparently she is out going, a little bit cray over on the Instagram stories. Just pause to read that. Basically, it was the person who made all these Reddit posts. Well, she's basically emailed and said, or however she's decided to communicate, and it's basically saying it wasn't her. It was her, but she basically made up the story. So pause to read it, and then we'll have a little look on the Reddit thread, because she has actually posted supposedly to the Reddit thread themselves. Okay, so supposedly this is the same person but with a different username. Oh, where to begin? Well, I want to apologise to Aaron, Nick and everyone on here. Yes, this is actually me. As soon as I figure out my old password to that account, I'll try and log in. But all my comments go to my email, and here you can see my old username. Anyways, I made it all up. I got butthurt over the fact that she blocked me over nothing, and it hurt my feelings. I was in a very vulnerable position mentally, emotionally and physically, and to get back at her, I made up some crazy story. I've never been a stripper. Shit, I can't even hardly bend down to tie my shoes. I've never met Nick. Aaron may be a lot of things to a lot of people, but to go after someone's marriage over something so stupid is very wrong of me, and I'm so embarrassed. But yes, this is the real person who made up the lie. You all can say all the horrible things about me. I deserve it. Aaron can expose me if she feels necessary. Again, I deserve it. Again, I'm sorry to the Williams family. That was a low blow and uncalled for. So, like I was already saying, it's quite hard to gauge what is real, what is not, But if this is the same person who made up all of that stuff in the original, then it just goes to prove my point that you have people who are annoyed, eccentric, angry for small things like getting blocked. And this is what they do. And it happens across quite a lot of different like snark pages and stuff. Like, honestly, it happens more often than you think. And it does happen. You know what I mean. But yeah, I just thought I would insert this.
The dog's playing with the squeaky ball outside. I've got like a little fence around. I can see him. Not solely just about like Oakley's video. It's not just about that. It's about any sort of video. And I've become a lot more mindful of this, actually. Not to be like, oh well, I'm putting myself on a little pedestal. It's not that, because I had a major slip up last week, a major one, where I was like, what am I doing? Like, Amy, sort yourself out. And it's just made me realise that unless it's like visual and unless you can see it or the person's announced it, I think making up, like going by something that is so vague and then posting it and all those people then believing it's not good. And at the end of the day, the only people it's going to affect are the people that you then cover. Very, very fine line, and sometimes like you've got to make sure that your sources are completely factual, because now Aaron's like going off on one, and bear this in mind, whether there's any truth to it or not, there wasn't enough evidence to back up what this original person was saying anyway. What's ended up happening is YouTuber Headlines has taken down her video, and Aaron Williams, I don't know what has happened to the Reddit post, but the Reddit posts are gone as well. Obviously, there's like a whole lot to unpack there and whatever. She's claiming there's no truth in it whatsoever. And do you know what? Like, does it matter? I really don't care. But I think sometimes it can be really easy, and this is me speaking from last week, it's so easy to find out a bit of information and be like, oh my god, yeah, I can make a video out of this. But you're just not aware anymore. You're just sort of like, oh, it'll make good content, without really thinking about it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, this is just what I think, and I just wanted to talk about it, even though probably no one really cares, but I just wanted to talk about it anyway, because I've just been like watching it unfold over the past couple of days. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Doesn't he look stunning today? I don't know what it is. He's really got his features out today. He's like, yes, I am stunning. You beautiful boy. You're a beautiful boy. Yes, you are a beautiful boy. He's like, I know it. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video.